It is Tuesday, March 24th. My name is Todd Williamson. I'm the branch manager at the Milton Library, and you're joining us today for Fulton County's Public Library Online Storytime. So I'm glad that you joined me today. If you're looking for Oscar, Oscar is off for the day, and I don't have a wonderful costume like he normally does. But Oscar will be back sometime in the next couple of days or so to join us. Again, my name is Todd Williamson, branch manager at the Milton Library, and I'm here to lead story time today for us. So I hope you had a restful night. I'm looking out my window and I see thunderstorms out there, and it's raining pretty hard at my house right now. We'll get started with story time here in just a moment. I'm going to give a couple moments for some other folks to join us today. We've got 4 books that we're going to read today, so we're glad that you are up and moving about and ready to join us for story time today. I want you to get your singing voices ready. The first book we're going to read today or sing today is Old MacDonald Had a Farm by Jane Cabrera. So we're getting our singing voices ready. I myself have never had any professional singing training, but I tend to win American Idol when I'm in my car driving every day. So we'll get started here in just a second. So we've got about 30 or 40 people here watching us this morning. I think maybe while I'm reading story time today, my cats might hear my voice and might snuggle up and try to see what's going on here today. So we might have some special guests with us this morning. I have two cats that are roaming around the house here. So let's go ahead and get started with our first story. Like I said, we've got 4 stories today. Our first one is Old MacDonald Had a Farm by Jane Cabrera. Our second one today is going to be A Good Day by Kevin Henkes. Our third one, another one by Kevin Henkes, is called Waiting. And then our last book that we're going to read today is Joseph Had a Little Overcoat by Taback. Well, let's get started with our first story today. Again, it's Old MacDonald Had a Farm, so get your singing voices ready. I'm going to do my best to make sure that you can see the story as we're reading. And here's Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a wife, E-I-E-I-O. With a kiss, kiss here and a kiss, kiss there. Here a kiss, there a kiss, everywhere a kiss, kiss. Old MacDonald had a wife, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a dog, E-I-E-I-O. With a woof woof here and a woof woof there. Here a woof, there a woof, everywhere a woof woof. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a sheep, E-I-E-I-O. With a ba-ba here and a ba-ba there. Here a ba, there a ba, everywhere a ba-ba. Old MacDonald had some sheep, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a horse, E-I-E-I-O. With a neigh-neigh here and a neigh-neigh there. Here a neigh, there a neigh, everywhere a neigh-neigh. Old MacDonald had a horse, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had some hens, E-I-E-I-O. With a cluck cluck here and a cluck cluck there. Here a cluck, there a cluck, everywhere a cluck cluck. Old MacDonald had some hens, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a goat, E-I-E-I-O. With a munch munch here and a munch munch there. Here a munch, there a munch, everywhere a munch munch. Old MacDonald had a goat, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had some ducks, E-I-E-I-O. With a quack quack here and a quack quack there. Here a quack, there a quack, everywhere quack quack. Old MacDonald had some ducks, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo moo here and a moo moo there. Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo moo. Old MacDonald had a cow. E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a pig. E-I-E-I-O. With an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old MacDonald had a pig. E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he heard all this. E-I-E-I-O. Woof woof. Ba ba. Neigh neigh. Cluck cluck. Munch munch. Quack quack. Moo moo. Oink oink. Old MacDonald had a baby. E-I-E-I-O. That was Jane Cabrera's Old MacDonald Had a Farm. She has beautiful illustrations in all of her picture books, so there are others that you can sing along with her stories as well too. I hope you like that one. Again, no professional music training for me, but I think I won American Idol here in my house today. So our next story is by Kevin Henkes, called A Good Day. So quick, easy story here for us. It's not going to take us too long to read this one. So like I said, I look out my window and it's raining out here at my house, but I'm having a good day and I hope you are, and thank you for joining us today. So here's our story. It was a bad day. Little yellow bird lost his favorite tail feather. Little white dog got her leash all tangled up in the fence. Little orange fox couldn't find his mother. And little brown squirrel dropped her acorn. But then little brown squirrel found the biggest acorn ever. Little orange fox turned around, and there was his mother. Little white dog worked herself free and ran in circles through the dandelions. And little yellow bird forgot about his feather and flew higher than he had ever flown before. And there's more. A little girl spotted a perfect yellow feather, picked it up, tucked it behind her ear, and ran to her mother, shouting, "Mama, what a good day." And that was Kevin Henkes' A Good Day. Got one more story by Kevin Henkes today, and when I finish today, I've got a couple things I'm going to note on our library's Facebook page. So the 2020-2021 school year Georgia Children's Book Award nominees were released this week. So I'm going to post a list of all of those books that are nominated for next school year. So there'll be 20 picture books that are nominations, and there'll be 20 junior fiction books. So I'll do my best to try to find ones that we have available through Hoopla or Libby, so you can read those at home if you're interested. And if not, then you can keep that list, and when we reopen, then we can grab those books for you at the library to take home to read as well. So our next book is entitled Waiting by Kevin Henkes. So another book by Kevin Henkes. I love his simple artwork in all of these as well. So here's our book, Waiting. And this one's going to be hard for me to hold the pictures up. I'm going to do my best so you can see the photos or the illustrations while I'm reading here. There were 5 of them, and they were waiting. An owl with spots was waiting for the moon. The pig with an umbrella was waiting for the rain, and the bear with the kite was waiting for the wind. Kind of zoom in here for you. Certainly our pig there certainly has use of that umbrella today around here. The puppy on the sled was waiting for snow, and the rabbit with stars wasn't waiting for anything in particular. He just liked to look out the window and wait. Let's go through so you can see. When the moon came up, the owl was happy. It happened a lot. When the rain came down, the pig was happy, but the umbrella kept her dry. When the wind blew, the bear was happy, and the kite flew high and far. When it finally snowed, the puppy was happy. He waited for a very long time. The rabbit was happy, just looking out the window. Sometimes one or the other of them went away, but he or she always came back. Sometimes they slept, but mostly they waited, and sometimes gifts appeared. Once a visitor arrived from far away, and he stayed a while, but then he left, and he never returned. They saw many wonderful and interesting things. Look at our clouds. And of course, there was always the moon and the rain and the wind and the snow to keep them happy. One day, a cat with patches joined them. Was she waiting for the moon? No. Was she waiting for the rain? No. Was she waiting for the wind? No. Was she waiting for the snow? No. She didn't seem to be waiting for anything in particular. Oh, but she was. Now there were 10 of them, and they were happy together. Waiting to see what would happen next. And that book was Waiting by Kevin Henkes. We've got one more story time book for us today. It's called Joseph Had a Little Overcoat. Gosh, I remember when this book was published. Let's look and see when this was published. This was published, let's see if I can find the date here real fast. 1999. So this is Joseph Had a Little Overcoat. Joseph had a little overcoat, and it was old and worn. Let's hold this up so you can see the pictures without the glare from the sunlight. So he made a jacket out of it and went to the fair. Joseph had a little jacket, and it got old and worn. So he made a vest of it and danced at his nephew's wedding. Joseph had a little vest, and it got old and worn. So he made a scarf of it and sang in the men's chorus. Joseph had a little scarf, and it got old and worn. So he made a necktie out of it and went to visit his married sister in the city. Joseph had a little necktie, and it got old and worn. So he made a handkerchief out of it and drank a glass of hot tea with lemon. Joseph had a little handkerchief, and it got old and worn. So he made a button out of it and used it to fasten his suspenders. Joseph had a little button, and one day he lost it. Now he had nothing. So Joseph made a book out of it, which shows you can always make something out of nothing. And that was our story. Joseph had a little overcoat. I think it was a great story to end story time for the day. You know, as we sit around our houses right now with our families, let's make the most of this time together with our families as well, too. So join us every morning, Monday through Friday, for story time here on the Fulton County Library's Facebook page. Again, my name is Todd Williamson. I'm the branch manager at the Milton Library. Trying to fill some big shoes for Oscar today. I'm glad that you joined me this morning. Again, when I finish the broadcast here today, I'm going to post a couple things on our Facebook page, a couple things to note for you. Again, the listing to the Georgia Children's Book Awards nominees for the 2020-2021 school year. And also go ahead and make sure you're registered for our Beanstack app. With that, we'll have our summer reading program running through that as well. And currently right now, there's a reading program going on called the Big Library Read. Go ahead and register for that and chart your books that you're reading. You can certainly chart the ones that we read today and the ones that we're doing at Storytime as well. So I'll post information about registering for Beanstack for us as well. And we look forward to seeing you here again tomorrow for Storytime. Again, thank you and have a great day.